and gentlemen, welcome to Renee Box Young, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze. Simply talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Definitely, man, subscribers since day one. Recent subscribers, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my flash lives, premieres of my videos, such as this, man, tuning into real time, you know what I'm saying? Chatting away there in real time. I love it, man. I love the collaborations, obviously, in the flash lives, man. Tuning in, those who chat away in the chat section. I love it. We collaborate in a wonderful manner, you know what I'm saying? Playback family, salute. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, liking it up, sharing it up, man. Comments in the comment sections, just etc. You know what I'm saying? Subscribing, sharing. If you're new to the platform, if you love the sport of boxing, this is a place for you. Simple as that, man. We don't war with other platforms. We just love what we talk about. I want to get right to this. Oh, also, you can also, support via Cash App, Renee Box Young. You know what I'm saying? $ Renee Box Young, Cash App, $ Renee Box Young. And thank you so much. Those who have supported there, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys so much. Okay, let's get right to it. Gotta talk about David Benavidez, man. Oos, David Benavidez. I'm telling you, that performance against Lemieux. Several things to chop up. Point out concerning this. Real quick, in the post-fight interview that Benavidez had, you can just tell from his persona. I pushed videos months ago about this, ladies and gentlemen, just months ago. I've been saying that Benavidez, he really wants to smoke with all these guys. He wants to smoke with all the top champs. He has paid his dues. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he's next up to get a title shot. It all depends what's going to go on. You know what I'm saying, concerning Charlo, concerning Canelo. Charlo, why do I even mention Charlo? Because, he's been talking about maybe moving up to 168. That's a possibility. But Canelo, what is he going to do? Is he going to stay at 168? He's going to go back down to 168, sorry, after the Bivol loss. Is he going to, defend his titles there at 168? What's he going to do? Who knows, man? I'm really anticipating what's going to happen next at 168 because Benavidez, he is a force to be reckoned with. Now, there can be an argument out there saying that, Lemieux wasn't that, Lemieux is Lemieux. Lemieux is Lemieux. This is my personal thing on this, man. Former two-time champ, if I'm not mistaken, with David Benavidez. I'm not talking about the championship, silver belts, and all that stuff. Interim, I'm talking like a real champ, David Benavidez, man, he definitely can beat these top guys. I mean, he was top before anyway, so I'm saying this is nothing new to him. I personally think he beats Plant. I've talked about this, several times. I got some videos out there, on my channel. You can check it out, and you can just tell, man. David Benavidez, it kind of reminds me of Haney, that aggressiveness. Like I said, there are a few fighters out there who really want to fight the top, and they're aggressive about it. They're seeking them out. But the top, for one reason or another, don't step up to the plate. There are several reasons and aspects to consider. But with David Benavidez, ladies and gentlemen, in his case, I personally think Plant don't want to fight him, man. Yeah, I'm not calling him a duck. I'm not calling Plant coward. Of course not. I never do that with fighters. I never do that, man. I respect all these guys. For example, David Benavidez gave Lemieux his props, man. Lemieux's Lemieux, okay, I get it. I mean, he can fight, though, man. David Benavidez gave him his props after the fight. He said, man, this guy is the only guy who has had the kahunas, to step up to me and fight me. I mean, that's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. And it's facts. David Benavidez was talking about, how Lemieux was fighting back. He was fighting back. He got pounded. I mean, oh my gosh, poor Lemieux. You know what I'm saying? Poor Lemieux. But salute to Lemieux, man. He's a warrior. You know what I'm saying? First round, beautiful left hook, man. Looked like a counter just off the bat. Bam. Beautiful left hook. He caught Lemieux, stumbled him, man. He just started wailing on him, man. David Benavidez really started going at him, channeled aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying? Saved by the bell, second round. Y'all know the story, man. What happened? Just knocking him through the ropes. I mean, man, Benavidez, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care, man. I'm saying this. I really don't care what people say. David Benavidez, he's a weight bully. He should be at 175. And if he's making the freaking weight, and if he's fighting well at that weight, and he's fighting top notch at that weight, let him fight at his freaking weight. I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, I've said it time and time again. We baby these guys too much. These guys aren't babies. These guys aren't little children. These guys aren't adolescents. We got to hold them by the hand and give them all these excuses. Depending on who's your favorite fighter that lost. Who cares? A fight is a fight is a fight, and if these guys are pros, they're making weight, and they're performing beautifully, keep them at that weight. You know what I'm saying? That's what David Benavidez is doing. I really don't know if he's going to move up to 175. I don't think he's even expressed that, but he's saying, man, these bleeps, you got to keep it clean. You already know, man. But he said in that post-fight, interview, These bleeps know what time it is, man. These cats know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And I've been saying this for a minute that I don't think Plant wants to fight him, man. If Plant steps up to the plate and fights Benavidez, I mean, he has a chance of winning. Plant has a chance of winning. Why not? Of course he does. He has the skills. But I think Benavidez just overwhelms him and knocks out Plant. Charlo, on the other hand, I mean, I think he would be more of a competition. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, Charlo wouldn't be acclimated at 168. But if he fights him, he fights him. That would be a wonderful fight. I'm not saying I'm not taking anything away from that. You know what I'm saying? If Charlo moves up to 168 and fights Benavidez, he's not going to do it anyway. Let's just be real. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. You know how real I try to be and everything. You know, Charlo ain't going to go up to 168 and fight Benavidez for his first fight at 168. For crying out loud, look at the opponents that Charlo has had for the last 5 fights, 6 fights. I don't know. I give Charlo his credit for fighting Derevchenko. That was a war. Derevchenko, a lot of people don't want to fight that guy. You know what I'm saying? Korobov, he was a last minute replacement. Korobov's no joke, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now, I definitely give Charlo his credit, but I mean, as of late, yeah, I'm not happy with his opponents, ladies and gentlemen, especially for not unifying at 160. Charlo got to do something in his career. But that's what I'm saying. According to the patterns and the opponents he's had, you all actually think realistically that he's going to move up to 168? I don't care how much Charlo yaps his mouth off, man, saying that, oh, F this guy, bleed this guy, and Lions only, and, you know, if he moves up to 168 and you know, he's not going to move up to 168 and fight Benavidez for his first go. Of course not, man. I mean, if he does that, wow, that would be seriously Lions only. You know what I'm saying? But I personally think, man, if he moves up to 168, man, David Benavidez is going to make him say meows only. You know, meows only. You know what I'm saying? No, I was kidding. You know, I like to have that humor. I joke around. You know what I'm saying? But for real though, man. I mean, you know, what's going to happen next? I don't know, man. I mean, but David Benavidez, he's paying his dues. You know what I'm saying? He missed weight, was overweight. You know, a while ago, stripped of his WBC title. Now he's fighting his way back up to the top, to the position that he wants to be champ. And I think he's going to be champ soon. Whatever's going to happen, we just got to really pay attention to what's going to happen at 168. What's Canelo going to do? Going back to that point I was mentioning earlier, because obviously he's undisputed at 168. So respect, man, to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how many people also want to downplay Canelo and that he went up to 175 and did a wrong cherry pick. Whatever they want to say, I give Canelo's credit, man, for moving up to 175, fighting a prime champ in Bivol at 175. But that's the question here, man. He's been awfully quiet as of late. You know what I'm saying? After that fight, after that loss against Bivol, so we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Canelo's going to want to take that risk, ladies and gentlemen. After seeing what he did to Lemieux, I don't think Canelo's going to want to take that risk and fighting David Benavidez. Now, do I think David Benavidez will beat Canelo? I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Canelo's Canelo, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Canelo is Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Skill-wise, I think David Benavidez did improve. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's Lemieux, right? But still, you know, Lemieux can fight. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting back. And but as far as defense, I see a little bit more improvement in David Benavidez' side. And what's awesome is this, in the post-fight interview, he admitted it. You know what I'm saying? He's growing still. I love that in David Benavidez. He has to keep that hunger, ladies and gentlemen. He has to keep that hunger, that fire, that passion, because if he keeps going how he's going, I don't think none of these guys are stopping him. That's what I'm trying to get at here, ladies and gentlemen, in this video too. One solid point I want to make is that I don't see any of these guys stopping him. I really don't, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, yeah, you know, and I've said it time and time again that no fighter's unbeatable, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the way I see David Benavidez and his momentum, the way how he fights, he gets stronger as the rounds go by. You know, you have some fighters that have those characteristics. For example, Errol Spence, he has, you know, there are fighters out there who have, you know, they get stronger as each round goes by. It seems like the more you hit David Benavidez, that's something I wanted to point out also. The more you hit this guy, the more he's just going to throw it at, he's going to throw it back at you 5 times more. Combos, speed, you know, endurance, resilience. That's what David Benavidez has, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I think he has to brush up just a little bit more in his defense. But like I said, in this Lemieux fight, I think he has improved in his defense. I really do. And that's the thing, man. Like, if Benavidez fights a guy like a skilled guy, you know, a skilled fighter in Charlo, I gotta give Charlo his credit. He's a high IQ fighter. Maybe David Benavidez will have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But just, ladies and gentlemen, you know, David Benavidez, man, he gets stronger as the rounds go by. And the more you hit him, and not necessarily just the rounds, the more you hit him, he's going to dish it out to you again. You know, he's going to dish it back to you, but like, you know, 3 times more in combos and speed and endurance. You know, it's just, he doesn't gas out. You don't see him gassing out much. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I would like to see David Benavidez move up to 175. What would you like? Try to get those belts. You know, whatever Canelo decides to do, if he wants to stay at 168, go for them. Go for them, Benavidez. Get them belts, man. But who knows, man? Canelo is in a dire strait. I personally think, man, Canelo right now is kind of in a dire strait because if he stays at 168, he's going to have to face Benavidez, man. He's going to have to. Gonna have to, man. I mean, you can't just, I'm not saying Canelo does that, like runs away. Of course not. I've given his credit and undisputed. I'm saying 168, awesome. But what's he gonna do? Go down to 160 and fight, Triple G. That's probably his only out as far as not fighting Benavidez or sooner or later. I personally think, man, Canelo. I'm not trying to change the topic, but he's gonna have to fight these guys, man. He's gonna have to fight Charlo. He's gonna have to fight Benavidez, and I think Benavidez, man. Now that I've seen this performance and Benavidez, how he talks, also, his just, yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat Benavidez, man. Whether you're Canelo or whether you or whoever. Like I said, man, Charlo moving up to 168, he ain't gonna fight Benavidez, ladies and gentlemen. Please mark my words on this one. I suck at predictions and stuff like that. I'm not God. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt. Please, God, mark my words on that one, man. And if I'm wrong, come here and tell me, please, because I'll face it and I'll admit. You already know me. I'll admit. I'll say, okay, I was wrong, man. I was wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong on this one, man. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I mean, Charles gonna go fight Sulecki. Okay, great. After that, he ain't gonna move up to 168 and say, hey, where you at, Benavidez? Yeah, right. Nah. No way, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what I'm saying. Like, after seeing Benavidez and how he performed, how he spoke after, he's hungry, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what I love to see in fighters. He ain't talking no freaking, if it makes sense, and I've talked to my team, and yeah, I get it, talk to your team and stuff like that. Fighters always do that, they talk that, but when they say a lot of that stuff, if it makes sense, and we got to see the panorama of everything, you know what I'm saying? They're going another way about it, you know what I'm saying? But Benavidez, he's not. He's going directly at you. He's going directly to you, and he wants those belts. So, and I don't see anyone stopping him right now, ladies and gentlemen. And if Canelo fights him, man, if Canelo steps up to the plate to defend his title against Benavidez, because now Benavidez got a title shot. So it's like what he said also in the post-fight interview. He said, one of the fighter who's next, because he's mandatory now, #1 if I'm not mistaken in WBC if I remember correctly. So that's the badge. Canelo has that belt. So it's either he vacates, Canelo vacates, or he has to face Benavidez. But that goes to another rabbit hole, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a factual rabbit hole. It's not me creating things or narratives they call them nowadays. No, this is pretty factual. Canelo, WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, they got a good relationship. So there might be some strings pulled where Canelo can keep that belt if he were to go down to 160, or if he were just to go turn around and fight Triple G, which who the really heck cares about that fight? But whatever. Shouts out to Triple G though, man. Something can happen, man, where we're not going to see Benavidez fight Canelo soon. But if Canelo steps to the plate to defend that mandatory shot, against Canelo in Benavidez, I don't know, man. It's going to be hard to beat Benavidez. What do you think, man? I mean, like I said, just to conclude, I think Benavidez beats Plant. Benavidez beats Charlo. I do. Yeah, I'm convinced he beats Charlo. Charlo's high IQ though. I mean, he's a good fighter, man. But and maybe Canelo. I think he has a good chance at beating Canelo. A good chance. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's next. Now, this is the thing here, real quick. If Benavidez doesn't fight Canelo next, then it's going to be another one of those. These guys won't want to fight. These guys just don't want to fight him. Plant, I don't think he's going to fight him. Charlo, I just explained that. I don't know if Canelo's going to want to fight this guy next, man. I don't know if these guys are second guessing it. They probably are. Man, we'll see what happens, man. So Renee Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, analyze, we talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion, man. Everybody who's subscribed, everybody who's been supporting, I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. You guys are awesome. Step by step, we're growing, and slowly but surely, we're getting it. You know what I'm saying? Those who have supported in Cash App, thank you guys so much. And you can support if you haven't yet through Cash App. $ Renee Box Young in Cash App. $ Renee Box Young. Thank you guys so much. I got to hear you in the comment section. Please comment away. Peace out, Renee Box Young, man.